Most people think if you want to look good, right, you have to eat the boring food.
If you just want to look good, honestly, you don't have to diet down with boring food. You can actually make your food really interesting. If you want to have pasta in your diet, you can actually go for good quality pastas.
How is a good quality pasta?
Good quality pizza and good quality pasta, it really comes down to the flour that you use. The good quality stuff, they grind it well, process it well.
So when I go to the buffet, I will definitely have a piece of bread, toast bread, but there's a few type of bread there.
Okay, when it comes to the buffet, I would suggest not to go for bread because usually they use low quality flour bread because it's cheap. The most expensive stuff in the buffet is the meat. So
Meat and the seafood.
The meat and the seafood, yes. Especially when your buffet actually has seafood, right?
My grandma was saying, don't eat so much burger, Ramly burger.
Yeah, Ramly is highly processed because honestly, we don't know what really goes in. Sorry, Ramly, sue me. But don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat this. Actually, eating it is not the issue. It's just the amount you use. I have friends that, and one of them used to be my client as well. His kids' breakfast would be hot dogs. And I was like, bro, don't do it. Please, dieting doesn't have to be nasty, doesn't have to be boring. Sky's the limit when it comes to creating delicious meals that fits your macros.
But let's say, right, for example, because in Malaysia we have different types of food. Does all this also we can eat? We have the fish box.
I wouldn't say totally avoid it. I would say
Hey guys, before we jump into today's episode, me and Jim would like to ask you for a quick favor. It turns out that over half of the people who tune into the Entrepreneur Journal haven't subscribed yet.
And if you've been enjoying the conversation that we're having, the raw stories, the strategies, the lesson from creatives, athletes, founders, and dreamers, the best way to spot us is simple. Just hit that subscribe button.
Well, it's free. You just take 2 seconds and it genuinely helps us to keep the show going and growing.
And here's our promise to you. We're going to keep showing up with better guests, deeper stories, and better production quality every single week. Now, thank you for being here. Let's get into the episode.
Welcome back to the Entrepreneur Journal. Our guest here today is someone who breaks every stereotype in the fitness world. He started off in a kitchen, trained as a chef, mastering flavor, balance, and creativity. But along the way, he stepped into bodybuilding world, trained like a warrior. So he has proved that you don't need to suffer to shred, you don't need to eat bland food to burn fat. So this is the story of a man who trains like a fighter, eat like a chef, and coach like a brother. So welcome, Jordan.
thank you. That's really accurate. Yeah.
And not to mention, you're a professional bodybuilder as
Yes,
well.
yes.
And
That's right.
you have participated in how many bodybuilding competitions?
I've actually participated in 3 competitions. First one was in 2021, and then the second and third was in 2023, towards the end of the year. And the last 2 competitions, I got top 3 placing, second and third place respectively.
I see. Okay, that's fantastic. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure we'll talk about that journey on from a chef becoming a bodybuilder.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
But let's start with this, Jordan. Most people think if you want to look good, right?
Yeah.
You know, everyone wants to look good, even myself.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
And you have to eat the boring food. So what would you say to them?
Well, okay, if you just want to look good, honestly, you don't have to eat boring. You don't have to diet down with boring food. You can actually make your food really interesting. So from a chef background, right? So with that in mind, flavors are really important to me. I can't eat bland food. All right. So even in my bodybuilding journey, I would tend to add like flavors, sauces and stuff into my food, even as I'm dieting for a competition as well. So for if you're just doing this for a lifestyle, you can technically, sky's the limits as what they say. You can just experiment with flavors. There's a lot of spices, herbs that you can actually use to flavor your food. Like example, I come from a Italian chef background. So so the thing is, all of us have to go through French culinary school because that is the standard. Thanks to Le Cordon Bleu. I mean, thanks to them, we actually have this profession, right? Besides that, last time we used to be just cooks. Now we're actually labeled as chefs. So of course, we learn flavors. We learn flavor pairing profiles and all, and also we actually train our palates to taste as well. So when it comes to flavoring food, if you want to have lean food, you can always use, example, my favorite is still garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper is absolutely fine. It's basic seasoning that you should use even when you're on a caloric deficit as well. You see, so bulking, you don't need to cut off a lot of flavors as well. You can add, like example, as we were speaking privately earlier, you can actually use like canned tomatoes to make a tomato sauce that actually flavors your food. You even like, if you want to add cheese, can even add like hard cheeses like Parmigiano Reggiano or Grana Padano into your food. A bit of feta is also fine. Yeah, so because those are actually lower in like lower in lactose, and they won't really change. It doesn't add too much fat into it. Cheese. Yeah, not those very milky ones, not those very fresh creamy ones, but hard cheeses. Yeah, hard cheeses, Parmigiano Reggiano, Parmesan cheese, what they call Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
And then the other one is Grana Padano. A bit of feta into your food as well is also fine. Feta is a bit salty, so you have salt gives electrolytes, right? So so that adds in flavor into your food as well. You don't have to have it boring. Like example, one of my favorite salads, even though I'm not a big salad eater, typical guy. But I do.
Meat. It's all about the meat.
It's all about meat, carbs, but mainly just meat, and meat, right? Exactly. That's how I like doing it. But of course, I can't ignore having my micronutrients coming from vegetables as well. From greens. So I like leafy greens, like salad leaves, leafy greens, baby spinach. I would usually add a bit of olive oil, feta cheese, just to flavor up my food. Yeah, sometimes I even add like some olives as well. Those pitted black olives, that's my favorite. Or if you like the green one, if it's a bit acidic, you can actually add that in as well. Yeah. So one of my favorite salads, as I was saying, I like. Well, technically, it's a fruit salad. It's not really a vegetable salad. So eggplants, zucchinis are fruits. They are under the category of fruits. But we think of it as vegetables, right? So I like putting some balsamic vinegar on it, grilling it up, and then adding a bit of feta cheese, some feta cheese and olive oil, and a bit more balsamic vinegar because I like balsamic vinegar acidity, the taste of it. So yeah, you can actually do that, put some fresh herbs, and it's awesome.
What about pasta?
Pasta.
I think that will categorize under refined carbohydrate, because I know in bodybuilding or working out, you need some sort of carb, right?
Yeah.
And Italian, especially in Italian cuisine, there's a lot of refined carbohydrate, bread, pasta.
Yeah.
How does that play a role in the diet?
So like pastas, if you want to have pasta in your diet, it's like if you're doing it for bodybuilding and you're going for a bodybuilding competition, it's better to get gluten-free. But if you're doing it as a lifestyle, like you're just doing it to be healthy and to feel good, but you just want to, keep fit, you can actually go for good quality pastas. All right, good quality pastas, not the cheap stuff. And you just need to weigh out your proportions, and that's it.
How is a good quality pasta?
So good quality pasta, like a good quality store-bought pasta, looks kind of pale. The bad ones or the cheap, lousy ones are extremely dark yellow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So it's like the more color one is the
Yes,
the
that's
cheap
right.
type.
That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
I'm not going to name names, but I don't get sued. But
So the more pale one.
yeah, you want to look for the pale stuff,
Oh,
and that's
okay.
what we actually use in restaurants as well. If you're not making
I
fresh
did not
handmade
know that.
pasta,
I thought the yellower it is, the more fresh it looks.
yeah.
Yes,
So that's
yes,
actually
yes.
one restaurant trick I can share on that. You look for the paler looking ones, the ones that has a slight grainy, like you see there's some leftover flour kind of texture on it. They have that.
But what's the difference between better quality pasta than
So
a cheaper one?
so the difference will be actually in the flour that they use. Yeah. So there's 0 or 00 flour that is used particularly for pasta and pizza. So when it comes to pasta and pizza, I know you're not dear us for pizza, but it kind of relates. So good quality pizza and good quality pasta, it really comes down to the flour that you use.
Right.
All right. So the good quality stuff, they grind it well, process it well, and it's not cheap, regular flour that you just get from wherever, and then after you just have to add coloring to make it look more appealing.
And what about bread?
Bread, okay.
Eating bread for training, especially like trying to get a beach body. You know,
Yeah.
people always there's a lot of stigma, especially in the keto world.
Yeah.
Bread is like the
Yeah. So the thing
worst,
is,
you know.
I as a coach, as a fitness coach, I would never say, I wouldn't encourage cutting out completely on your macronutrients. So macronutrients being carbohydrates, protein, and fats, right? So you would want to, if you want to be healthy and you want it to be friendlier to your gut, stay away from, my advice on that will be staying away from highly processed bread. We want to stick more to a natural process where it's like sourdough. Sourdough it has natural bacteria that's really good
Right.
for your stomach. Actually helps with your gut bacteria as well. Yeah, so it helps you digest better. Yeah, so also it comes down to the quality of the flour again. How you start your sourdough starter, you need to start it with good quality flour and then feed it with good quality flour. You don't want to mix it at any point with some cheap ass flour, and then expect it to be good for your health. Yeah. So high processed bread is, I know it's very cost friendly,
right.
but it's not good for your stomach
So
at
it
all.
does
Yeah.
make a difference in the bread. Like you go to the supermarket or even in the buffet, there's different type of bread, right? Like the white bread and what's the other type?
The greeny bread.
The whole grain,
whole grain bread.
something. So it does make a difference.
Yeah, it actually does make a huge difference. So usually in like buffets, as you mentioned, they actually would serve you, most of the time they will serve you all the cheap quality bread because that's not the main attraction, number one. There's just something for you to load up so that you can be full. You take lesser of the expensive stuff.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tactic that they use.
No,
in
because
the-
I do like to eat bread quite a lot. So when I go to the buffet, I will definitely have a piece of bread, toast bread. But there's a few type of breads there.
Yeah.
To me, I always have the feeling that it's the same. I'll just take the white bread. You know? And then there's like, I forgot what's the other kind of bread, which is a bit grayish, grainy.
They have
like
have like some sort of multi-grain brown bread
multi-grain.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, when it comes to the buffet, I would suggest not to go for bread
Right.
because usually they use low quality flour bread because it's cheap, because it's in the buffet, right?
Yeah.
The most expensive stuff in the buffet is the meat.
Yes.
So
meat
you
and the seafood.
the meat and the seafood, yes, especially when your buffet actually has seafood, right?
Yeah.
So you want to go for that and avoid the bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, as much as possible. Even if you want carbs, probably go for something a bit more simple. Like if it's handmade pasta, sure, go for handmade pasta. Why not? Yeah,
Rice.
Yeah, rice is fine. Yeah, but for bread, try to avoid it. If especially you want it to be friendlier to your gut. Yeah. So, coming back to good quality breads, you usually can get it from nowadays, especially in Malaysia. You can get it from artisanal bakeries.
Right.
Yeah, like example, my favorite, I'll just put it out here.
Sure.
It's Hala Hola.
Halal.
Hala Hola. Yeah, they used to be called Wild Yeast Bakery. Right now they are called Hala Hola. It's a Swedish greet saying hello. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that. It's a greeting. I'm not. I know they use it in that way, but I have no idea what it actually means in English. But yes, Hala Hola Bakery, they're in Damansara Jaya and Mid Valley. Yeah, and Damansara Kim as well. I usually go there and get either half a loaf or get a full loaf, and then I'll get them to portion it for me, and then I'll take the amount that I need daily or weekly.
Right.
Yeah, so those are good quality, like sourdough breads that's made from rye and mixed with some white flour, but it's good quality white flour as well.
I see.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
in terms of the bread, right? If I want to add on something on top of it,
Yeah.
what can I add on to, like
okay.
eggs or tomato or
I mean, honestly, sky's the limit when it comes to healthy eating. You can add tomatoes. Like, okay, what I do for my wife, or what I get my wife to eat actually is tomatoes, salt, pepper, a drizzle of olive oil, some eggs.
so this is like a bruschetta, is it?
Yeah, it's like a bruschetta.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's something like a bruschetta in the morning, like a breakfast bruschetta.
Yep.
If she wants some bacon, I'll put like 1 to maximum 2 bacon for her.
Maximum 2.
Yeah, I'll just tell her, okay, have it once a week, sure, because it's for flavor, it's delicious. Why not? That's your fats. Not very healthy fats, but fats. Okay, and then the olive oil will be the healthy fats and all. Yeah.
I see. So bacon, I mean, to me, bacon, although it's processed meat, right?
It's not it's not a highly processed meat, but it is processed. Processed means they actually go through how many process. If high processed means they go through multiple processes, right? So bacon is, I think, 2 or 3 processes only. So it comes from cutting, washing the meat, washing the pork belly, then they put it in the brine. That's the first process. Then second process is they smoke it, or usually they smoke it in order to get the smoky flavor. That's the second process. So it's usually a 2 or 3 process type of meat. So what we tend to avoid, tell our clients, especially as fitness coaches, to avoid is the highly processed food, highly processed meats. Like example, hot dogs.
No, it's a no.
No. I mean, if you're at a baseball game in the US or Korea,
Like once or twice.
Sure, why not? I mean, one meal won't kill you, honestly, but don't use that as an excuse, lah. But because
That's what I always tell myself.
yeah, because if you keep using that as an excuse, we will just get to a point where we do it all the time, and then it becomes often, right? So, but in all honesty, one meal of a hot dog, like if you're in IKEA in Mutiara Damansara, one hot dog meal won't do anything to you. One. Other than that, try not to make it into a habit of eating that all the time, especially when you have kids. Yeah, because I know it's fun food. I know it's fun food, really. I have friends and one of them used to be my client as well. His kids' breakfast would be hot dogs. And I was like, bro, don't do it, please. Like, if you want it like maybe once a week on Sundays because you're rushing, and just make it into a fun meal for the kids. Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Sunday is fine. Maybe one hot dog each person, each kid, but not more than
always.
that. Yeah, no, not always.
But are we talking about the same kind of sausage hot dog with the German kind of like the...
So that's sausage,
Yeah.
and that hot dog is the highly processed smooth
the
one.
smooth one.
Yeah. When
So
you cut, you can't even see it. Yeah, it's different. It's
I see.
different. Yeah, sausage by definition has to be minced. Okay, the meat has to be minced once or maximum twice, but usually it's only minced once. So it depends how fine you want the meat to be inside the casing, and then the casing has to be a natural casing. So for the halal version, they use sheep stomach skin, and then the non-halal version, which is what I really like, is actually using the pigs.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's actually just pump inside, tied together, and then either they freeze it just to keep it fresh like that, fresh sausage like that, or they go through a process where they cook it once, or that's about it. So
Also, the skin is actually from...
yeah, it's from animals.
Okay,
So that's
okay,
actually
okay.
how, when you go to Europe, this is how sausage is eaten. When you say sausage,
Yeah.
this is what you'll get. It's like those really large
Yeah.
fat pieces of meat. So when in the kitchen, when it's still in its raw state, you know what you can do? If you want to make a burger patty, or like a patty, not burger, but a patty, right? Just cut it, squeeze it out. That's your patty.
I see. I see.
So by definition, it has to be minced meat inside. Yeah. So either minced once or minced twice. So depending how...
So those are lower processed, not
lower
not-
process.
I see.
Yeah. So it's basically only one, or that's either 1 or 2 maximum. If you count the process putting into the skin, one process lah. So yeah. If not, the mincing is already mincing, and that one is only one process.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah,
And that
so-
goes the same with beef patty or chicken patty like used for burger. Or I used to eat patty as well.
Yeah.
So me and my wife, I was once trying to get lean myself, so I was trying to get my protein in.
Yeah.
So instead of grilling chicken, I sometimes buy beef patty to grill it with eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know that beef patty that I buy is considered highly processed, because from young people, my parents, my grandma was saying, don't eat so much burger, Ramly burger and everything.
Ramly is highly processed
Right.
because honestly, we don't know what really goes in, and it's not all meat. Yeah,
I
that's
see.
the reason why when a Ramly burger, sorry Ramly, don't sue me, but I know you're gonna watch this eventually. But yeah, so Ramly burger, when you sear it, you don't even need oil.
Oh, okay.
You just like coal, put it on the pan, let it sear, and then you see the fats render out, and then the burger patty will shrink, and then you'll be like, oh, that's roughly the amount of meat, and this is the amount of fat that's actually in it.
Right.
Yeah, so proper burger, best for me, if I want to keep it roughly like, okay, delicious but still higher in protein, will be 80-20, as in 80% lean meat, 20% fat. That's my go-to ratio all the time as a chef. But if I want to make it like slightly fattier, then I will go slightly higher, 25 maximum. I won't go more than that. If I want to make it much leaner, like example to make it like off-season bodybuilding friendly, it'll be 10% fat, 90% lean. Or even 5% fat, even to one point as well. I did it. Yeah, and to me, it was still delicious because the 5% fat, it was just able to create flavor. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, and then from there, what I put as seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, that's it. And salt and pepper. Yeah, actually it's absolutely delicious, and you can still taste the natural goodness of the meat as well.
We're still talking about beef patty.
Yes, beef patty. Right? Yes, okay. Correct. Okay. Yeah. So you can just do that as well. Yeah.
I see.
And you can do it at home.
Yeah.
It's quite easy.
Yeah, that's one of my options when I try to get my proteins in. But sometimes I just don't know, is this beef patty comparable to like the burgers that I eat? Because it's still, I don't know if minced meat is considered processed.
It's one-time process,
one-time process. So it's not that bad. Like
it's not that bad.
But it's not to say it's very healthy, like a whole like what you call
like whole meat,
unless we buy the whole meat and then we mince ourselves.
Yes, I would.
But that you consider also one time of
process. It's
right?
one time process. Yes. So that's fine. I mean, honestly, the lower the process, the better it is, lah. If you want to eat something that is already been processed, yeah. So it's still close enough to its natural form.
But it makes a difference when like the whole meat I buy and I chop it, mince it myself. It's still a meat, right? But what's the difference after I mince it that it's one-time process and it makes it less healthy? Or
the processing itself doesn't make it less healthy. Like example, 1 or 2 time process. Like even bacon, actually, as I mentioned earlier, is not actually unhealthy to eat bacon. It's just the amount you eat, and then does it fit your nutrition goals? Does it fit your nutrition, your macronutrient goals? And does what you eat, the macronutrient goals, fit your personal fitness and health goals? Yeah, so that's always what it comes down to. Yeah, so the thing is, if you have none of these, eat whatever you want and be happy. Why not?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. If you have a goal that, okay, I want to be healthy, I want to look fit, I want to have I want to have a beach bod. Then you have to have a meal plan, a structured meal plan that will get you there. Besides working out in the gym, because we all know working out in the gym, okay, this is opinionated, alright, this is opinionated. For me, working out in the gym is only about 20-30%. The rest is actually on dieting and also a lifestyle. Yeah, because one of my partners actually would say 50-50 because he's very passionate about weightlifting and stuff. Yeah. So, but hey, he's not wrong either. But because there's no actual percentage ratio, like actual stated percentage ratio out there online that states what is what. So it's still down to how we feel about it. So I feel personally it's about 20-30% of working out, is only 20-30% of the journey and the process. But dieting, the rest is heavily on the food, and then another 10% will be on your lifestyle management. Yeah,
I heard someone said you build your abs in the gym, you reveal your abs in the kitchen.
Yes, right. I would say that's a very accurate statement. Yes. Yeah, you build it in the gym, yes, but you reveal it through dieting in the kitchen. Yeah, what you eat. So that's why eating, like in what we do, like in my current profession right now, we emphasize a lot on dieting. But dieting, coming back to your original question, dieting doesn't have to be nasty, doesn't have to be boring, right?
Yeah.
Like example, from a competitive bodybuilding standpoint, from laymen will be like, oh, professional bodybuilders, but I'm not really a professional bodybuilder yet. I'm a bodybuilder, but until I get my pro card, I'll be legally called a professional bodybuilder. Yeah. So from a competitive bodybuilding standpoint, the simpler the meal is, the better it is, because we want to keep it, because this is something we got to do every single day to track. So if you keep it simple, it's easier to track. Mainly it's only because of tracking. But if you're able to track even the sauces that you put on, or like whatever you make to add into your meal,
the amount.
Yeah, the amount, the exact amount and everything, then it's fine. It can actually be part of your diet, even as you're working towards going on stage. But from a lifestyle point of view, you just want to be healthy, you want to be strong, you want to be fit for your kids, for your family, and you want to like prolong your life, you want longevity basically, sky's the limit when it comes to creating delicious meals that fits your macros. Sky's the limit. I mean, even my own knowledge is not enough to cover everything because it's really just that vast, right? So you have the Mediterranean diet, you can go for Asian. If you like Asian, you can just do Asian. Like, you know, stir fry with some oyster sauce, whatever, like Malaysian style oyster sauce and stuff. It's fine. Just put a certain amount, then that's it to get the flavor. Or you want a little bit more, that's fine. But okay, why most people say don't eat this, don't eat that, or don't add too much of this, jaga your sodium or whatever, is because when you eat out, you tend to the chefs in the Chinese restaurant or in the cooks in the restaurant tend to put too much because that's what the crowd demands. They want it like heavy in flavor, right? They want it heavy in flavor. They want it to be a little bit oilier in terms of our culture. They want to see shining, you know.
Shiny.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why there's all this thing of going, all this saying going, don't eat this, don't eat this, don't eat this. Actually, eating it is not the issue. It's just the amount you use.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what I do in my profession right now to educate my clients. You don't need to cancel. You don't need to completely take off what you love eating. Just eat it at this amount, or use this amount, or cook it on your own. That'll be the best. Then you still enjoy it.
So when you're saying the amount, is it coming back to caloric consumption or daily caloric?
Yeah. So caloric, macro and caloric assumption. So your macronutrients, does it fit? And your caloric, the calories that you eat in a day, you consume in a day, does it fit your goals? That comes to that, only. Yeah.
So in order to know that, your client need to do all the checkup first, right?
Yeah, they need to
really understand their body.
Yep.
Before they go into this.
That's right. So what we usually advise is when you come into example. So I'm part of this group called Evolve Online Coaching.
Yep.
And Evolve Online Coaching also, we're part of Villain as well, but then we're two separate entities. So Evolve Online Coaching, what we tend to do with all our clients is that we will ask them to go for a checkup with the doctor, get a full-scale blood work, and send us the report we want to see. And not only that, we also need to know your history, like in terms of training. We need to know like if you have any history of injuries, surgeries, or whatnot. We also need to know. So we need to understand baseline where you're at, and then if you have any allergies as well. Then from there we'll structure a program for you, and then we even with the program, with the diet. Okay, so training aside, even with the diet, that's just a base guideline. From there we will alter it until it fits you. Yeah, so it's like example, hey Steven, Jin, this is your diet, your set diet meals.
And my diet and his diet totally will be different.
Different, right? Based on your goals, and also based on
basal metabolic rate. Right?
Correct, your basal metabolic rate. How's your lifestyle? Do you move a lot? Do you sit a lot? Or what do you do? Basically, or everything surrounding your life. And then from there, what are your allergies? Do you have any food allergies? What do you like? What you don't like? Then from there, I have to. So it's an individual thing they have to do. So
because everyone is different, right? Our body, our system.
That's right. So, and from there, we will go through a whole process of figuring out what works for you and what doesn't. Even if you're given me, like, I will ask you a question actually. What would you like in your macronutrition daily? Example. Protein, what do you want to eat? Chicken, fish, beef, whatever. Okay, example. Your carbohydrates, rice, potatoes, pasta, noodles. What kind of noodles? If you say, oh, I want to eat yellow meat, a bit, no bro. Let's go for something simpler and better for your health. And then like fats, what kind of fats? Olive oil, sesame oil. I mean, sesame oil I usually use for flavoring only. I honestly wouldn't advise using sesame oil as a cooking base or what.
Yeah.
But like
sesame
example,
oil is good, bro.
Yeah.
My favorite.
yeah, exactly. So like olive oil, or what kind of fats you want to use? Butter, ghee, So I've got one client that uses ghee, so I did the macros based on ghee. His whole diet based on ghee for him as well. Yeah. So based on that, we'll see what works. Oh, does this bloat you? Does this cause inflammation? Okay, then let's take it away. Yeah, and then let's add something else.
How do you know that we will inflame or...
So that comes in when you do a weekly checkup with us. So we do require you to do a weekly check-in. So it's accountability, right? So besides just training, working out, are you sticking it to a diet? I will know.
I see.
So for some people, it might be scary because but then again, that's what you're paying me for, right? It's basically accountability to keep you on track so that you won't go off track. And then if you do go off track, I'll be like, why, bro? What's going on? Oh, this week I've got a wedding to attend. Oh, and then my mother-in-law came in from where? I've got my cousins coming in from where? Oh, okay. All right. Get back on track. Let's go get back on track.
Can I actually still build a decent body, beach body, like with all the definition and all?
Yeah.
With not to say a diet as strict as you set up for your clients, but maybe I know my metabolic rate per day. I know how much I'm burning. I eat the food which, pretty much there's protein, carbohydrate, and some fats, and I try to stick it within my calorie deficit. But within my calorie range, right? Can I still build a pretty decent with
Absolutely.
my char kway teow and my fried rice and
So
my
char kway
bak kut teh,
teow, char kway teow fried rice, I will limit it. Bak kut teh, I will limit it as well. I'll be like, no, but let's do it. If you love it so much, I'll give it to you. Maybe this window here, this week, you eat this only. And then this week, you eat this only. Okay? Yeah. So that you still feel satisfied mentally and emotionally as well, because this is something that you love and this is something that you feel connected with, is food, right? So you can, but not on a daily basis.
right?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, let's say if I'm eating those food, which I know, okay, this costs around roughly what calories and blah, 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 right? So accumulate, actually I'm still meeting my calories, my calorie per
so
day.
Not every calorie equals quality.
Right.
Yeah. So what I mean is that, example, I don't know the exact amount, but let's just use this example, a metaphorical example, okay? I've got a handful of berries that is like X amount of calories. Same amount of calories with candies. Which one is calorie?
Candies.
Candies, right?
Yeah.
Candies. Like example, I've got maybe 200. Just say, let's just put a number. 200 calories of blueberries. I've got 200 calories of candy bars,
Candies, right.
which is maybe a bar compared to a handful of blueberries. Which one do you think has quality?
Right.
Has quality nutrients. Yeah. So this one has antioxidants, has some sugar, but will not spike your sugar level like heck. Has a lot. Blueberries is very high in antioxidants, and it has a lot of vitamins and other nutrients in it as well. This one, candy bar, will spike your sugar level sky high.
Right.
Let's say you're diabetic, right? Which one do you think I want you to take?
Candy
Of
bar.
This one, take the
the
control.
the
So of course, obviously, so the blueberries, right? So not all calories are created equal. So you want to always choose, or at least habitually, with your habits, you want to be mindful to choose the thing that would benefit you in your health,
Right.
while still enjoying. I'm not saying you cannot eat a candy bar, but I'm just saying choose this more often and lesser of this.
Right. So there's actually difference between good calories and bad calories.
It won't say it's good or bad, but quality or non-quality.
I see.
Yeah.
Our conversation here, right? Most of the food that you mentioned
Yeah.
is basically, I think it will be towards more to the Italian or
Yeah.
the Western style.
Yeah, because that's my background.
But let's say, right, for example, because in Malaysia we have different types of food.
Yeah.
Like just now you mentioned about Asian. Okay, we got char kway teow, we got fried rice, we got Hokkien mee, noodles a lot. Okay, because we have different races here in Malaysia.
Yeah.
We have Malay, Indian, and Chinese. So Malay, definitely they have their own food, like nasi lemak and stuff like that, right? I mean, we're all Malaysian, but we share this culture together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then Indian, they have like the curry stuff. So does all this also, we can eat to have the beach board, or we have to totally avoid it?
I wouldn't say totally avoid it. I would say eat it in limited quantities, but choose when you should eat it.
So just now, like you mentioned, like bak kut teh.
Yeah.
If you want to eat it, then okay, this window you can
this
eat
window
this.
you can have this.
So
yes.
we still can consume like the curry.
Yes.
The
So
nasi
are you
kandar.
saying like cheat day?
Cheat day, like a cheat meal.
Cheat
Like cheat
meal,
meal.
okay,
One
okay.
cheat meal. I wouldn't put a day, because one day you can jeopardize, honestly, your goals quite easily, depending where you're at. Unless you're already ultra lean.
Right.
Then like your base metabolic rate has increased significantly. Then if you eat 2 meals of like of whatever, what that's very high in calories, high in fats, it won't do anything to you, honestly. But if you're like, example, you're still on a deficit, you're still trying to get to your goal, and suddenly you eat this, that's the time that it would really matter. So I would, like, example, after maybe the first 2 weeks of dieting, okay, bro, here's one window. Go have whatever you want, just this meal. And that's it. And then the rest of your meals throughout the day, continue your diet. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how we manage it, so that the individual will still have their sanity, will still feel normal. They won't feel like going, I'm going
because
crazy.
this is so very mentally damaging, because it's like always, okay, this is the food that we
because
eat.
especially as human beings, we relate emotionally to food a lot, especially stuff that we grew up with. Example, I grew up with, I mean, I have a little bit more of a Western influence. I like eating cereals. Especially on Saturday mornings, when back then Astro used to have Nickelodeon and stuff. When it's really big. Yeah, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney Channel. I would have Saturday morning cartoons with a huge, gigantic mixing bowl of cereal, one whole box of cereal with milk, and that's what.
The Cocoa Crunch and all.
That's what I would usually have. And sometimes even I would save up money just to buy like even the more expensive stuff as well, which my mom would be like yelling at me, "Wow, so much money you spend, huh? You think what goes on trees?" Yeah. So that kind of stuff. And I still like eating cereals, honestly, even up to this day. Like once a year, my own personal tradition is like once a year on Christmas, I eat a huge bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
And that's something I allow myself to do once a year only. And then that's it. I will control throughout the whole year. And it's like, I will know that's one bowl of extremely empty calories. Empty calories that doesn't give me energy. I'll probably crash throughout the day after that. But I'm like, okay, I love it so much. It's worth it. I'll just do it. Just that one. It's just to keep me like happy. It's to keep me sane. To keep me like feeling I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose in touch of who I am. Yeah. So I do understand that part, especially even for myself as a foodie as well. When you restrict too much, you feel restricted, right? The stress and depression will kick in. And you won't feel good doing this. So that's why I find it's very important that I still like allow my clients to have 1 or 2 meals, maximum 3. 1 or 2 meals usually outside of their diet.
In a week?
In a week. So usually
Not too bad.
Yeah. I usually go like
I wish more, but
I usually go like, bro, maximum 2 meals, please. Maximum 2 meals. You spread it out throughout Saturday and Sunday, whatever it is. Yeah. But the rest of the time stick to your set meal plans. Yeah.
But the set meal plans, like we said, it can be delicious as well.
It can be delicious. It's just that it will be repetitive.
Yes. That's
that's the other thing that most people can't really comprehend, right? Can't really comprehend because it's repetitive, so it gets very boring. But then again, if you put it this way, imagine when you go to work, don't you do the same thing every day? You're doing this for the company, so that the company will benefit and then profit, and then that's where you get your salary, correct?
Yeah.
So that's how money is made. Same thing with the body.
True.
Yeah. So you put it that way, then it doesn't feel so weird anymore, right?
And sometimes you get to go on a hot vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To
free your mind a bit.
Even when you're on vacation, you don't need to be on a strict diet. You can just be more mindful with your choices. But you don't have to be like ultra straight or, oh, after my coach, see this on my Instagram. For me, I'll just post. I don't care. It's my Instagram. Yeah. So like my coach will actually see what I'm eating when I'm on vacation. And then after that, once I'm back, I say, bro, welcome back. Let's pick up where we left off. All right. Perfect. I had a good time. Thank you. That's good. You know?
I see.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk a bit about normal lifestyle gym goers who want to maybe slim down or even put on some weight. I think there's two categories here. One type is, I know both type of people. Yeah. One type is they're skinny, they want to put on weight, but they eat anything, they can't just put on weight.
Yeah.
They eat so much they can't put on weight.
Okay.
Like some of us, we just eat a bit, even though we don't control the type of food. We also put on weight, despite not eating that much.
Well, for myself, even when I'm breathing, I also.
And then there's one type of people which I also know. I don't want to mention who.
Yeah.
Probably she might be listening.
Uh-oh.
Trying to lose weight, that little bit of baby fat
Yeah,
here and there,
yeah.
and she's trying to cut down her calories,
Yeah.
intermittent fasting. Also doing some exercise like 3 times a week. 20 minutes of cardio.
Yep.
But just cannot go any lower. That part of fat is still there.
So
these two categories, what will you tell them?
I will tell them in the end the same thing as I mentioned earlier. Is what you're eating fitting your goal? And also, what is the quality that you're eating, the quality of food that you're eating?
Right.
The example you mentioned earlier, skinny guys eating tons of food. But I will start questioning because I know the habits that they have because my friends, some of my really skinny friends do that as well. I'll be like, okay, what are you eating? Roti canai. Oh, okay, roti canai. What does that give you? What's your macronutrients in a day? How much protein are you taking? How much protein? How much carbohydrate? How much fat are you taking? Are you taking too high in just fat, or too high, not enough protein, not enough carbohydrates, or you're just everything is empty calories? Like example, you eat like nobody does this, but I'll exaggerate a little bit. 2 boxes of cereal a day. And you say, whoa, bro, I actually eat a lot. Oh, yeah, you do eat a lot. You eat a lot of crap.
Right.
You do eat a lot of crap.
But the funny thing, it wouldn't make them fat.
Yeah.
I assume the sugar will, be changed.
Because some people just have a higher tolerance for certain ingredients. Like example, sugar. When they're so skinny, even no matter what they eat, the base metabolic rate is already through the roof and it's not healthy.
Right.
Yeah. Getting too high of a metabolism, too high is also not healthy. Getting too low is also not healthy. You want to be in the middle. That's actually where we ideally all are working towards, to even as bodybuilders as well. We're not trying to increase it too high. We're not trying to bring it down too low.
So you can have someone who is skinny but have a very high metabolism rate.
Yeah.
I thought it was like based on their size, their muscle mass or their body size to determine how much they actually burn per day. Like the smaller you are, maybe you burn less. So there is a chance that someone is small and skinny and has a high metabolism
That's
rate.
right. And that's a very high likability of that.
I see.
Yeah. So that's why they can tell you, I eat a lot in a day. I eat like 3, 4, 5 roti canais in a day. And then I eat like chap fan, economy rice. I just put all the meats and whatever. And then you still don't see them getting fat.
Yeah.
Or at least not a huge ass gut,
Yeah.
So there are those kind of individuals as well, and they're quite common actually.
So you can't just go to the website, key in your age, your height, and then you'll give you like a daily metabolism. So it's not that accurate.
No, it's not accurate. So the what you get in those sites is that this ideally that should be your base metabolic rate, but in reality, that's not always the case. So same with the person who is trying to lose weight, doing intermittent fasting or whatnot, and still can't even lose that baby fat around the waistline.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the same thing I'll ask. How much are you eating a day? Does it fit your macro? What's the macronutrition that you're eating a day, consuming a day, and then does it fit your goals? It's not about starving yourself, because this is what I always tell my clients. The more you try to starve yourself, the more your body will go into survival mode, and it will start storing more fat instead because it needs to survive. Your body is built to survive, right? And if you don't feed it enough quality nutrients that it needs, they're just going to continue to store. So that living also, if let's say you did eat for 5-6 days, you won't suddenly PK on the side of the road, Right. You'll still be able to search for help,
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's eating towards your goals. It's like, is your goals to really get to your beach board or just to maintain healthy? So because again, even when it comes to beach board, I mean, what do you say about bodybuilders, right? Not everybody wants to be a bodybuilder. We are a very niche group. Okay. Just talk about beach board. Even not a lot of people want to hit the beach board. They just want to be healthy. Oh, as long as I wear a shirt, I don't have a propelling belly, and I can go into Uniqlo and buy my clothes, I'm happy. Okay, let's get to that then. Let's get to that then, because I don't need you to have a beach board. I'll do that.
Right.
Or that board.
I mean, yeah.
Board.
Yeah. But let's even a dad board. Let's get a healthy dad board. Let's get a strong dad board. Why not?
Strong that board.
I get you to lift weights. I get you to eat well, and then I get you looking strong and being strong for your kids, for your family. If your wife is under attack, you can still whack the other dude, right? right. Let's just put it that way, right? So the thing is, it's not always about getting that ideal beach board. Honestly, how many of us actually go to the beach all the time?
True.
So put it in that way, right? So it's like, it is more of eating towards your goals, and you have to be very realistic and honest with yourself. What are your goals? So back towards that person who has problems losing, I'll ask that and then say that you need to start eating. For both of them, you need to start eating, consuming quality nutrients for your body that your body actually needs to grow and to fix itself.
So they need to understand the food. They need to understand this calorie, this what you can provide to your body.
That's right.
So I would maybe summarize, like, for the person who's trying to lose some weight, cut some baby fat, eat quality nutrients, but under certain calories, right? They need to know. But the person who's trying to put on weight, also eat good nutrients, but
A
eat
surplus.
higher surplus of
Yes,
calories, right?
that's right. Absolutely right on point on that.
Right.
Yeah.
I have one question because
Sure.
this is really what I love to eat
Sure.
every time. And then you can judge based on that. You can provide your opinion. You can.
All right.
So this is what I really like to eat. I also kind of like Italian food. Okay, I
right.
like the kind of
Me too,
Western
me too.
type.
Pizza.
Like the pizza, burgers, pasta.
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. But
yeah.
at home, it's easy for me to cook, which is the macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, I love
All
macaroni
time.
and cheese too. Yeah.
And okay, this is how I cook. Okay, so basically, I'll buy the macaroni pasta, like the elbow type.
Yeah.
The elbow type, right? And then I'll drain it with water. I'll put water and boil it. Now I'll put some salt. Okay, what ingredient that I use? The cheese part is sometimes I'll just use the cheese deal.
Okay.
Okay, I will probably get you to not use cheese dill anymore because that's a very bad quality cheese. I'm sorry, cheese dill, but
but sometimes I do use other
Yeah.
brands. Like
Yeah.
for example, I forget what's that brand called. It's a purple packet.
Mbok.
Oh yeah.
It's from Australia.
Yeah. I'll use that usually. But
Yeah.
if I don't have, I'll sometimes I'll just 20 ringgit. I just buy a cheese deal, then throw in. Then sometimes I'll put the soybean bottle, the green color one.
No, I don't.
Okay, so sometimes I'll put that, or sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll put oat milk.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll put like the what's that called? What milk? The more pekat one. Cream milk. Cream milk.
Yeah.
And then I'll put some chili, because I like it spicy.
Okay.
So I'll put some chili powder.
Okay.
I'll then
That's
garlic
a spicy.
powder.
That sounds like a spicy macaroni and cheese.
I like it. I like it spicy. I don't know why.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Then I'll put like salt, pepper, the normal stuff.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Okay.
I think the main point here is the cheese part.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yeah,
And
the
also the
meat-
milk.
Yeah. Okay, if you want it to be low calories, honestly, I mean, to be honest, if I even go to a point that I would eat macaroni and cheese, I would just do it the traditional roux straight away, which is not exactly super healthy as well. It's basically, but it's fats like butter, flour,
I
and
forgot
milk.
about butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put butter.
So I would actually do a whole roux instead. So that's not exactly caloric friendly. But if I were in your shoes, what I'll do is that I'll just change up the cheese,
Okay.
and probably if you like the taste of oat milk, which I don't really like, but you can try putting a bit of oat milk, or actually, you know what, you can even just put a little bit of UHT milk.
UHT milk. Okay.
UHT milk, I mean, it's cheaper. Cheaper than fresh milk,
But
of course.
people does have some sensitivity to
Yeah,
UHT.
yeah. Do you actually?
No.
Okay, so he can actually go for UHT milk. If you do have sensitivity towards, like example, you're lactose intolerant, then you can use either soy milk or oat milk, and then use cheese. You change the cheese. Like those who are lactose intolerant, well, they have to do it this way. I would say just use a bit more Parmesan cheese. Yeah, it might not be the same because in order to get the gooiness, you have to use like mozzarella, a bit of cheddar, mozzarella.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to get that gooiness. But for people who are lactose intolerant, probably you just put just a bit and then more Parmesan cheese and then just keep whipping it until it melts.
I see.
It still wouldn't stick as much because it doesn't have a high moisture content, but it still does, at least it does get there a little bit, right? But for you can just change it to mozzarella, you can change it to cheddar, that'll be a lot better.
Is it the same brand? Like, can I use that Mbok? Or
Yeah, Mbok has it. Mbok has it.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want it cheaper, go to a bakery shop.
Oh yeah. They give you one
Big ass block. Yeah. One big ass block.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You can get it at slightly lower than retail price.
Yes,
Slightly lower
yes.
than regular retail
Yeah,
price.
My mom bought that too.
Yeah, that's actually where I get my cheddar and mozzarella, like
see,
the
I see,
commercial stuff, lah. Yeah, if I'm not talking about the fresh cow's milk or buffalo mozzarella, that one is that's really pricey, but 140 ringgit here.
But the question is,
Yeah.
can I eat it every day?
No,
I don't
know.
I don't think you have. I don't think you're expecting a yes.
the answer is strictly no.
I see.
Yeah, if you're having a low day, once a week, honestly.
Once a week.
Once a week, one meal max.
What is it because of the cheese or
It's too high in fat.
Too high in fat.
Honestly, too high in fat.
which on which part?
The
Is it-
cheese.
I see.
The cheese
I
and
see.
the dairy is not really the biggest part. It's actually the cheese, because in order to do a good macaroni and cheese, there's a lot of cheese that has to be used. So it's really very, very high in fat. I already can have like 1.5 weeks worth of fats in that pot.
Right.
In just that meal, right?
I see,
So
I see.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's because of the cheese.
Yes, that's right.
I see,
Yeah.
I see.
But if you're even going to that point already, might as well just ham it out just for that one meal, and then okay, the rest I'm eating diet meals. Yeah.
I see. Then what about aglio olio? Like, aglio olio is basically like
Okay, so aglio olio, what you need is to make it like more diet friendly. Reduce the amount of oil. Use the same oil, olive extra virgin olive oil.
the cooking one, right?
Extra virgin you can cook.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just for salads. You can
Yep,
actually
yep,
cook,
yep.
but you just don't fry in it. Because it has a high smoke. It has a
Yes,
it's
correct,
a small
correct.
low smoking point. So when it goes towards that level, when it comes to like 100 degrees already, when it's bubbling like heck, that's
It's a no.
that's a no. You get food poisoning. So extra virgin olive oil can use it for light saute, no problem, just like pasta. So I would say if you want to use that as a meal every day to just be healthy and be fit, so what you need to take note on will be the amount of oil that you use. Fats are fats, extra virgin olive oil, and that's it.
I see.
And then
Yeah.
good quality pasta.
Good quality pasta, correct.
then I can eat every day.
Yeah, you can eat every day. Yeah.
No,
That
because
one.
I'm a person who really like pasta.
Yeah,
and,
yeah, I
and,
understand.
And the type, So
Yeah.
so I don't mind it. I don't mind to eat every single day that
Okay.
meal.
Yeah, that's fine. Aglio olio, traditional aglio olio. Yeah, you can actually have it. Yeah, just that, again, it's just good quality pasta and the amount of oil.
More
That's
pale,
it.
the more pale color pasta.
Yeah.
To look for it.
Yeah. Oh, this
Now I
like
have to really
Yeah.
I have to go and see the
see
color.
the color.
Yeah.
And the pale looking better quality pasta when you boil it up, does it have the same color compared to
it looks almost like handmade pasta. It looks almost like handmade pasta.
how is handmade pasta?
So handmade
again?
pasta is usually a bit more yellowish because of egg yolks.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a very orangey red.
Orangey red.
It's not yellow. It's like not dark yellow.
Right.
It's actually an orangey reddish yellow kind of yellow. Okay. So actually egg yolks, if you use good quality eggs, right, it's not actually yellow. It's actually orange. Yeah. So the low quality eggs, yeah, it's yellow. So yes, why I say it looks almost like handmade pasta, because when it comes out, it doesn't have that very refined look. Yeah,
Like the yellow noodle kind of.
like the yellow noodle refined. Yeah. It has a little bit of a handmade feel, a little bit, even though we
brownish, orangey kind of
yeah,
texture,
yeah,
color.
yeah, that's right. Even if it's pale, it comes out a bit more pale,
I see.
but it looks like somebody used their hands and pressed it, and
okay.
it has that kind of texture and that feel to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. And you can find that in the supermarkets, right? Not
Yeah,
like
you can find it.
not like in artisans.
No, you can actually find it in Village Grocer
I see.
or Giant Grocer. They sell it all, and Ben's International Grocer. You can just get it anywhere. But of course, you will realize one thing: the price point changes.
Right.
So the really cheap one, the one that is like ultra dark yellow, very dark yellow, you see it's cheaper, like maybe about $5, 5 something, 6 ringgit max for a whole pack of 500 grams. And then you see 500 grams for that good quality one will be like almost $20.
Well, 3 times.
It's 3 times the price.
3 times the price.
Yeah, about between 16 to 20, almost. Like there's some very famous ones. Then it's like 18 to $20 per
But it's worth
500
it,
grams.
right?
It's worth it.
Worth
Yeah.
For eating it every day, especially if you
Yeah,
wanna,
it's worth it. It's worth it. Because for me, I look at quality, so I want to have quality food. Yeah.
That's why they say eating healthy is not cheap.
It's not cheap.
That statement
Yeah.
is true, right?
That statement is true. That's why bodybuilders just stick to rice. Because it's cheap. Even the rice quality also, we do check one. So
Alright.
yeah, we do check on rice quality as well. So it's like, we don't just buy some broken rice or whatnot. We actually go and check, okay, even if it's like you go to Village Grocer and buy, or like you go to a Giant to buy, we actually check the grains as well.
Okay.
And for me at least, I'll check the grains. I see whether is it okay. This rice is like, example, I like eating Thai rice. I love eating Thai rice. So I look at it, okay, is it translucent enough? Is it like, or does it look kind of weird, strange? Does it look good? Then I'll be like, okay, I'm going to try this out. And then I'll go home and cook and see how it turns out later.
Does it makes a difference in terms of nutrition wise or
Nutrition wise, no. Actually,
No.
all rice across the board, even when it comes to glycemic index,
it's the same?
the difference is not much.
I see.
Yeah, the numbers change very little from rice to rice.
I see.
Yeah. Nutrients wise, okay. In terms of nutrients like micronutrients, right? So some rice, like example brown, red, black, have different vitamins and minerals that are either more or less, or some don't have, some have. So it's only the nutrients that actually really changes when it comes to the different rices, the different type of rice out there.
Right.
Kind of white rice is polished like heck already, so it's just pure carbo.
Oh,
Pure carbo. That's it. Not pure carbohydrates. Whereas the others have, like, if let's say you have certain health issues that you need to consume certain micronutrients more often that the rice have, then you have to pick that particular rice.
So there is difference between white rice and brown rice.
Yes.
There's There's a difference in terms of micronutrients.
Micronutrients, yes.
Right.
So it's not the macros; it's only the micros.
Micro.
Yeah. So in terms of macros across the board, not much difference.
Right. So just clarify for the viewers listening.
Yeah.
Macro is the fat, carbo, and
Yeah.
the protein.
Yeah, macro means large. large nutrients. So protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Yes. Micronutrition is a
All the
huge
minerals,
list. All the
right.
minerals, the vitamins,
amino
minerals,
acids,
basically all those. Yeah.
Right.
And it's a huge list.
So
Yeah.
should I be eating more of a brown rice, which is healthier compared to a white rice in terms of like my daily carbo intake?
It really depends on your palate for this. If you prefer, like example, my coach likes black rice.
Black rice.
He likes white rice or black rice.
What's a black rice?
It looks purplish black.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they call it black rice, but to me it looks
Yeah,
dark
purple.
Yeah.
Dark purple, yeah.
To me it looks dark purple. Then I was like, I don't know why you call it
I
black
thought you
rice.
say squid ink rice or something black.
Oh, I would love that. That
Yeah.
would be delicious.
Yeah, that'd be
Paella every day.
yeah, paella.
Yeah. So actually, in terms of health wise, right, both of it is healthy. All rice across the board, any food is healthy. Except for junk food, is healthy. Okay, that is natural. That's whole. Whole foods are all healthy. Yeah. So it just really depends what fits your goals.
I see.
Yeah. In the end, it's still goal. I'll come back to the goal. What's your goal? So what you want to eat? Okay. Does it fit your goal? If it fit your goal, okay, go ahead. Then it depends on your palate. What do you prefer? So because you need to make it, remember one thing, especially to the audience, you need to make your meals enjoyable if you're going to do this every day.
Yes. I think that's very important. Like
Yeah.
sustainability and consistency. Right?
That's right. So
some people go too extreme.
Yeah.
And they cannot sustain. Then there's no point. They drop off
example, some people go on keto, go on carnivore. Most men can do carnivore lah, but because we prefer it anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like keto, carnivore, or any extreme dieting that requires you to cut out certain nutrients, your macronutrients, every day for a long period of time, I would say no. Because like example, keto, carnivore diets, or whatever extreme diets can work in the short term.
Yeah.
And it's probably good for you also. Like maybe, like example, keto and carnivore diet, sometimes they like to, like example, Jordan Peterson, I forgot what was his issue with his health, that he had to go on a carnivore diet for 8 to 9 months.
Right.
Then it helped him improve his health a lot. Then after, he had to get off and then slowly reintroduce carbohydrates back into his diet. Yeah. Some people go on keto just for losing weight. Like I have a lot of them, that's why I mentioned it this way. I have a lot of friends that do that. Is good for 21 days to max 30 days. After that, you better start reintroducing carbohydrates slowly back into your body. Yeah. Yeah. So don't cut it out completely, because it's one of your main sources of energy, that your body prefers.
Yeah.
Our friend here is a keto diet guy.
No, I'm not. My mom is.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a intermittent
intermittent
fasting
intermittent.
guy. Because intermittent fasting to me is achieving the same result as keto diet, because we are going to ketones, right?
Okay.
So when you don't eat for like 16 hours, then your body goes into ketosis, which is ketones. And
But how many meals do you eat a day?
twice,
You eat
two meals a day within 8 hours.
Okay.
So because keto diet, you are eating low glycemic
Yeah,
food, right? So you
Yeah.
don't spike your insulin, which is the same thing as intermittent fasting, which is the same result.
Yeah.
So for me, I love my carbs. So I feel that keto diet, I cannot sustain. It's tough.
Yeah.
So intermittent fasting for me is like a cheat code where I can achieve the same result,
Yeah.
but I can still eat carbohydrates.
So within an 8-hour period, you eat 2 meals.
2 meals,
So you're fasting for 16 hours.
16 hours.
Okay, that's
Sometimes 18, sometimes
okay.
18 hours.
I wouldn't suggest you, like, from my experience.
Okay.
All right, I wouldn't suggest you going further than 16 hours. And then within that 8 hours, if you can squeeze in one more meal, that would be a lot
3 meals,
better. Yeah, 3 meals.
I see.
But so these 2 meals doesn't have to be large. You spread it out. You spread it to 3 meals within that 8 hours, so that it helps your stomach work better, and it doesn't overstress your stomach in that 2 meals. Because imagine you're trying to hit your calorie intake within that 2 meals, you have to eat a lot. Then if you're when you're fasting for so many hours, and suddenly you just put in a lot of food and get your stomach to work, it stresses your stomach out a lot.
Right. I even do 24 hours. Yesterday to today, I did a 24-hour fast.
I personally wouldn't suggest that lah. Not judging, but
But
it's
I
just
think I did it more for health benefits. Like they're talking about autophagy, right? When you go up to 20 hours, your body goes into autophagy and start rebuilding, eating up the old cells and rebuilding new cells.
Yeah.
So it's more on that as well.
yeah. So that works if you don't do it for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do it like for a week, that's fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's fine. Then that works. But if you do it for months, in some people, in my case, I tried it before and I did it for 2 years. It messed my stomach, my gut health up so much that it took me another 2 years to actually rebuild it back to normal.
I see.
Yeah, and then it stops so that my stomach stopped bloating so often. You know? And now every once in a while, I get this, especially when I'm stressed from work. The gut bloating actually happens again. Yeah, so it's something I'm constantly trying to manage and battle. And
This is not only just food, but also the mental also will cause.
Yeah, and also your overall your gut health as well. How your gut actually digests and break down food. Yeah, so I would say no problem. You can do it, sure. Just don't do it for too long.
Right.
Yeah.
So have breaks in between.
Have breaks in between. Get back to normal. And ideally, what you want to do, even with using all this intermittent fasting, is that you still want to get back into a more well-balanced diet.
Right.
Where you have carbohydrates, protein, and fats matching what you want to do, where you want to be in life, especially when it comes to health.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I do notice there's a difference because at one point I was combining intermittent fasting and eating more protein intake. I have my protein powder, I have my chicken, and stuff like that. I try to eat at home as much as possible and cook myself.
Yeah.
That time I was getting pretty good result, and I was walking around like the office and all.
Yeah,
but nowadays I sit more because doing more like
more
editing
work.
work
Yes,
and stuff.
that's right.
And I don't eat as clean as previously, but I still control my calorie a day. But I feel I'm actually putting some fat within the waist and lower back and all.
So it's having a reverse effect already. So that's why I say, okay, get off it.
Right. So does that have to do with sitting, which some people say, or is it because of the intermittent fasting, my body maybe reached a certain limit that is getting used to it, that I have to change it?
So those two factors are true.
Right. Okay.
Because one is lifestyle changes. Just sitting down is lifestyle changes.
Right.
Because right now you're doing a lot more editing work. You're running this project while running another company, right?
Yeah.
So you have to sit down a lot and do your work.
Yeah.
So your lifestyle has changed to where you have to be here all the time. You have to be sitting down.
Yeah.
And then also your body has adapted
Right.
to what you're used to doing. So it's no longer as effective as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember that your body will learn how to adapt.
Yeah, I still remember the first year I was doing it. Damn, it was like a cheat code, man.
Oh yeah.
I was like really losing. First time I see myself that lean.
Yeah. I mean that's funny thing is that's actually how I got my abs for the first time as well.
Right.
Yeah. Then I'm like, wow, it's actually there.
I totally understand how that feels.
Yeah. Then after it's like, how come I still have these handles here?
Yeah. These handles, man, I'm telling you, these handles.
Oh, so annoying, right?
Yeah, so annoying.
So how I got it off is I actually ate more consistently, and I factor in what's the macronutrients I need every day in order to achieve the physique that I want and the health that I want as well.
Right.
So that's how I got it off.
I see.
For audience to see, maybe we can put it here. Maybe Honjin's previous body.
My leanest time.
Yeah.
I saw before in his Facebook. It's really lean.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that was my best moment, but it's still not that easy to maintain. Like,
It's really hard. Yeah.
It's I can imagine. Like I was seeing how you guys are eating.
Yeah.
It's totally a different level.
Different level. I was looking at your partner, your coaching partner, Manlong, right, who's on the show.
Yeah.
So he's eating like this white rice,
Yeah,
with dates and chicken
I mean that's exactly what I do as well. Like it's just that I prefer not to eat in front of people. I like to have my own moment when I eat, unless no choice, right? Actually, that's what I did before I actually got on the show. I was actually eating my white rice with chicken, and it's plain. But I right now I'm on the off season, so I flavor it with some sauces. Like I like barbecue a lot, so I put a bit of barbecue sauce just to flavor it, and then that's where I get some fats, and that's where I get some sodium as well, and a bit of sugar.
Sauces also did play a big role in food, right? I mean, in the calorie and all.
Yeah. So it's all calculated as well, how much I use.
But how
and all
much
that.
the sauce influence? Because to me, always the sauce is like so negligible. Like, but to some people, it's like such a big deal. So
Yeah, so
how
it
does
really depends. Like example, if you're doing what I'm doing, the sauce is almost negligible. Not saying it's completely, it's almost, is because we don't use a lot of it.
Yeah.
Right? You see like a big pile of white rice with chicken, and then I just put a little bit of a drizzle. It's like under 10 grams. It's just to flavor it. So I don't just feel like, oh yeah, it's just eating white rice and chicken again. Yeah, I'll just go like, oh, I have something else, you know. But for a day-to-day person, if they go out and eat, you know, like how some Chinese restaurants or Indian or Malay, basically, all of us, we like our gravy a lot.
Yes.
Culturally, right?
Yes,
because we're a rice culture. So the gravy is the rice soaks up the gravy, and then we go like,
Yeah, 茄飯
"茄飯." Yeah. I mean,
tarik nasi.
I mean, to me, it's still enjoyable. I still like it. So it's just that I for me right now, I have to be very cautious with when I do that. I'll just have a bit, okay, I'm good, you know, and it's not suffering for me because I know what I want, right? I want to get a bigger body. I want to get more muscular because I really want to get on stage, right? So for a day-to-day person, that's where they have to really take note when it comes to eating out. Don't go so much with the gravy. Put a little bit is fine, but seriously, not a little bit of everything. It's like a little bit of one, flavor it, and then the rest you already get, because like the gravy would usually cover whatever protein or vegetable that you already are taking from the buffet or mixed economy rice section already, right? So you wouldn't want too much of that into it, where it's so hard to calculate what is actually going into your body.
Right.
Yeah.
So it really does matter, like the amount of calorie from the gravies, the sauce.
Yes,
and all.
because again, especially being a chef, so when I witness how it's done, especially because in culinary school we learn all cuisines before, and then when we want to specialize, that's when we go into training.
Okay.
We'll choose the restaurant that does that particular cuisine, and then we go in and be trained under the head chef, and just hell breaks loose until for the next donkey years, you know. So but in culinary school we learn all types of cuisine, and we must cook all types of cuisine just to at least a base,
right.
And then we have to serve, you know, it to the audience,
Maggi mee as well.
including Maggi mee. Yeah, there's one time in our cafeteria did mee goreng special.
I see.
Yeah, that's how weird it was. But but because mee goreng and Maggi mee goreng is such a vital part in our mamak culture,
Yes.
in our mamak culture, that we have to do it so that we understand. Yeah, so when we cook the sauces, number one, there's a lot of fats in it. Okay, we don't calculate as chefs, especially we don't count the exact amount of fats we put in to stir fry to cook our food. After that, we put in liquid like water or stock or whatever. Then we take starch, mix it, put it in, and if it's not thick enough, put more starch inside. Yeah, and then a bit more drizzle of oil. Then before we start coating everything, then before serving. So that itself opened up my eyes to like, wow. Damn, I didn't know there's so much fats and carbs in this bloody thing. You know, how would I know? You know, how would I know how much I'm actually eating? Even that time I came, before being a chef, I was actually a fitness trainer, and I already started learning a bit of bodybuilding. And usually when it comes to bodybuilding, diet is always a big part of it. So I was looking into that already, and when I got into culinary school, I just was shocked, but I had no choice. I had to taste everything,
Right.
and I was broke, especially when I was like studying as a student. I was broke, so I had to eat whatever that I'm provided.
How was your body composition like back then? Your size and everything?
Fat, really fat, because like after I left the fitness industry, because like okay, I started learning to be a PT since I was like personal trainer since I was 17, right, fresh out of high school, because that was something I'm really passionate about. But after that, you know, moms being fearful that I wouldn't have any other skill sets, pressured me to go into college and get at least a diploma in something. So culinary arts was it.
Right.
Yeah, because the second thing I really liked was food. go and cook lah. Go learn how to cook lah. Okay, go learn how to cook lah. So I was at least fitter. I wasn't like in bodybuilding shape or whatnot because I was doing powerlifting back then. But I was still taking care of my food, at least to what I understood at that time. Then when I went into culinary arts, and then I couldn't work anymore, and so I didn't have money. I was getting my allowance from my mom again. So I was broke most of the time. When we would do a cooking demo or like in class, that was our food.
I see.
Okay.
And then it's either you eat or you stay hungry throughout the day.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I need to survive. So that's what we do. We would eat like stuffed meal, what we call stuffed meal. So we learn how to the kitchen culture, stuffed meals and all that stuff. So even during service, when we did service in college before going out to the industry to be trained, we would actually learn, okay, Jordan, this week you have to do stuffed meal. This is your budget. Order what you want. And the budget is usually very low.
Right.
So I would like, okay, stir fry or make something with gravy so that everybody can just pair it with rice.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. I just want to ask a few more
Sure.
questions because I think we are running out of time. I wish we could talk longer. I want to squeeze in one question very
Sure.
quickly. The way you cook your food, does it matter? Grill, fry, boil, does it matter in terms of like health and your macronutrients, your macro goals?
Except for frying.
Okay.
Everything else, no.
Really?
Yeah. So you can pan sear, lightly stir fry, grill. I love grilling.
Yeah.
Grill.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me too.
man.
I have to grill my meat, man.
Yeah. So
My chicken and
grill
all.
or
Even my
Yeah.
veggie.
Oh, yeah, veggie as well. Yeah, true.
so except for deep frying, which is delicious, no, it doesn't really matter. You can do it any style.
Right,
So what I would usually tell my clients is that you can cook any style you like except for frying.
I see. Frying
Yeah.
with the oil, dipping in
Yeah.
the oil.
So to
and
fry, to fry means to deep fry. To deep fry means you
have a
submerge whatever it is into fats. It's completely submerged. So that adds a lot of additional fats that you can't calculate, and then you don't know how much you're eating.
I see.
So it's a lot of hidden calories, hidden fats in that thing. So that I don't even know how to advise after that. I'll be like, okay, can you stop eating that? yeah. Other than that, grilling is perfectly fine.
Okay.
Pan searing is perfectly
That's
fine.
good to know.
Pan frying, sauteing lah, same thing. And then sometimes making stews also is okay. Yeah, making stews like you make a leaner stew lah. It's like you don't put starch in it lah. You put chicken stock, make it like almost soupy. Yeah, that's actually fine. Yeah,
Okay,
perfectly
that's good
fine.
to know.
But I think still it will be finding the balance, right? I mean, frying, like you said, probably you don't consume it every day.
Yeah,
Probably just one time.
one time in a month, ideally, because the frying is really, really, really hazardous when it comes to getting hazardous to getting leaner. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
your Kentucky Fried Chicken or your goreng pisang,
Yeah,
which is, like,
exactly.
really
Because actually,
deep fried.
like in Chinese food, also there's a lot of not Chinese food, but every food that we eat, actually, there's a lot of deep fried.
Yeah.
Like even like gulu yok,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
also
it's actually fried.
frying.
Yeah.
fried
Deep
with
fried.
sauce.
Marmite chicken
Yeah.
also,
So
sometimes it's like
so the
fried.
process of gulo yolk is basically you do a dry marinade first and then a coating. No, sorry, not dry marinade, dry seasoning like salt, pepper, and then you do a coating with flour or rice flour, dump it into the fryer, cook it, take it out,
And then the sauce on top.
and then
Yeah,
after
then
that,
sauceable.
separate pan, oil, saute your onions or garlic just to get the aromats out, saute whatever vegetable, and then cook for gulo yolk for sweet and sour pork will be ketchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, ketchup, and then swirl it around. Once the vegetables liquid starts to sweat, once the vegetable starts to sweat out as liquid, then it becomes the ketchup starts to be a bit liquidy already. Then you put in your pork, turn off the gas, and you start mixing, and you serve. That's gulo yolk lah. So yeah, so you can have that once in a while, again, but try not to have it all the time.
Yeah.
Or like every week. Every week, well, if you only want to have that one meal, okay, fine.
Same for like your ayam goreng and all.
Yeah. But ideally for fried food, right? If you really are in love with fried food, I'll plead with you to have it only once a month.
Once a month, not even once a week.
No. For fried food, no. But for other types, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm having it at least once a week.
I think it's always like have to find the balance. Right?
So it's all about finding the balance and whether does it meet your goals. Yes.
Yeah.
So it has to be, so whatever we do or whatever I do is also very goal orientated. If it doesn't have a purpose, I don't think I should do it. Yeah. If not, I'll be aimless,
Right.
All right. For me, I have a last question.
Yeah.
Personally, I know you.
Yeah.
And you also come up with your own sauce, right?
Yeah, last time. Yeah.
Do you wanna like shout out to our audience here for your product?
So, well, I will tell you what I used to do. I tell the audience what I used to do, and I do intend to bring it back when everything has settled down in terms of the other projects, right? And I want to revive it because, I mean, not only it actually went up it sold quite well.
I love it.
Yeah.
I tested before. I love it.
I know
love
you
the
want
sauce. Yeah.
Guys, he's one of my customers. So yeah. So it was actually it was a low-calorie sambal. So back then, the idea was I want to create low-calorie sauces that helps bodybuilders and help fitness goers, or anybody who wants to be healthy, but still maintain flavor so that they won't go insane.
It's important.
Yeah, and then especially Asians, Southeast Asians especially, we love our sauces.
Yes.
We love our sauces on our food. It's like you can never go anywhere without at least a side of at least soy sauce and chili.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
that's the bare basic minimum.
I
already.
love my chili.
And then
Sambal.
and after that, Malaysia we have sambal. You go to Indonesia, it's hundreds different types of sambal. Malaysia we have already like almost 50 plus.
The belacan,
Yeah.
the
Yeah, the
sambal.
belacan.
Yeah. So I did a low calorie, vegan friendly, so there's no belacan in mine. Vegan friendly sambal that's so low calorie that it's like one serving of 15 to 20 grams. 15 grams. Yeah, which is one spoon, one flat spoon. Was only about 53 calories, which is not heard of back then. And I flavor it quite well to a point that he starts eating it. So I used
I was tasting it. I love it. I love the
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah.
I need to
So-
try it as well. I'm a sambal
Yeah.
lover as well.
yeah. So when it's up, I'll definitely bring it up to you guys again. Yeah, because definitely I would like to bring it back again because I know not only it sells well, but it's also actually very healthy for
Bring
people.
it back in terms it's not in sale now.
No, it's not in sale now. I've stopped the production since 2023.
Oh damn.
Yeah, because I had a fallout with my business partner back then.
I see.
Yeah, so it's very unfortunate. And then
Bring it back next year.
Yeah, we need to.
let's partner up.
We need the sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce.
Yeah, so low calorie sambal I sell in jars, and then it actually went very well. And then I had bodybuilders use it on their prep leading to the stage. Even on like the meal before they went on stage the next day, they were still eating with it. So I'm like, yeah, it works.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I just have one or two last questions before
Okay.
we wrap up.
Okay.
I think one is, like you mentioned, you're a chef.
Yeah.
And we don't see a chef become a coach, a fitness coach, bodybuilder coach very often.
Yeah.
So how did that benefit you and your clients in
No.
terms of being a chef and then making their diet more colorful, more flavorful?
I mean, it definitely works well. I mean, like, it benefited a lot of my clients because, like, most of my clients, when they came to me, right, they actually had this idea that, shit, I need to eat bland food, there's no salt, no pepper. Oh, how am I going to survive? Is this even sustainable? Then I was like, hey, calm down. Don't worry. I've got a solution for you. It's not like that. So I actually taught them how to experiment with flavor and how to explore food. And that, with that knowledge of pairing flavor pairing, flavor combination and pairing foods together, it helped my clients reestablish their relationship with food in a healthy way. That they actually enjoyed cooking and experimenting different flavors or different stuff from their pantry. Yeah, or like they have even one of them, what one of them did was they took their mother's recipe and then she created a healthier version, lower calorie version, low fat version, of basically low fat lah. So low fat version of that dish that is still delicious, that she could eat it often. So that actually came with paired with this. I mean, like having this knowledge actually does come with that benefit. So it also helps me understand food a lot better. Yeah. So I don't need to be like, oh yeah, I just have to eat white rice and boiled chicken all my life.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, for me, I won't even eat boiled chicken. I have to pan-sear my food. I can't take boiled chicken. So it's disgusting
that's the
to me.
conception people have, right?
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to boil because it's clean.
Yeah, because
that's why I asked you.
Yeah, because that's the traditional look for that's the traditional thing about bodybuilders. Because one thing, a lot of people who used to bodybuild, or at least the famous ones, they're not foodies. So they eat for sustain. They only eat to sustain. They don't eat to live.
True.
For us, like foodies, I know three of you, the two of you are foodies also. So I'm talking to you personally, right? We just love our flavors.
Yes.
We can't live without flavors. It's like, what the hell? I don't want to live like that.
Life is so dull.
Yeah, life is so dull. Yeah. So yeah, that actually helped a lot when it comes to to educating my clients and also reestablishing their relationship with food. Yeah. So it's very it brings you a lot of joy when you see that happen, and then they're happy. Yeah. They're joyful and they can sustain this lifestyle, and then they're still getting the results every week. Yeah.
I guess that's what makes you different.
Yeah.
Because you can advise on how to make it flavorful.
Yeah.
But staying within their macro goals
That's
at the
right.
same time.
That's right.
Nutrition
Yeah.
goals at the same time.
Yeah.
Is it like bodybuilder by looks, chef by taste?
Yeah. Yeah. And then like how I got into this, honestly, I've always loved bodybuilding. I mean, I explored different other different sports. Like, I mean, in school, I did basketball because I did basketball and badminton. I didn't really like it. I did football. I didn't really like it. Then I started off with kickboxing. I ended up liking it as I was a teenager, like 15, 16 years old. That's when I first started to lose weight. I was a very fat kid back then. Then slowly it transitioned to powerlifting. Then powerlifting, I went back to martial arts for many years. I even competed in one competition, and then the rest were just mainly sparring, going to different gyms, because after that it was career already, so I didn't have time to train as much as I like, even though I wanted to train as a fighter, but I don't have any other person support. My mom wouldn't support me because she was like, no, I keep getting wet, who's going to pay your medical bills? so okay, I had to change my career path. But I've always admired golden age bodybuilders. Like, my favorite is Franco Colombo. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger's short partner from Italy. Yeah, that's Franco Colombo. He's a doctor, he's a nutritionist, and he's a powerlifter. And he was a former Olympic boxer.
Okay.
So in a certain sense, I actually relate to some of it. I was like, wow. So, and then he's pretty much my height.
I see.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is 6 foot. I mean, I can't relate to a 6 foot guy. I'm like, bro. so he's my height. He's 5'8", about 5'8", I think. So it's around my height, and I love doing some of the things he does as well. So I started watching him, reading his life and all that, reading about his life, his biography, and I'm like, okay, I'm inspired to actually pick up weights. And the other icon, a popular icon, was, I used to watch a lot of wrestling, and Goldberg was my favorite.
Oh, right.
I love the tough look and the beard and the stuff. So that's why I'm like, that's the reason why I want to have a certain look when I grow up. And when I had the chance, I just started growing my beard. And that's how it slowly transitioned. And then after, I was like,
And now becoming Alex Hormozi.
yeah.
The Malaysian Alex Hormozi.
Yeah. You need a successful podcast and a few successful businesses. Yeah.
Talking about life quotes.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I transitioned to that, and then I realized, actually, I really love bodybuilding. Why don't I compete? Okay, compete. And then that's when I met my coach Manlong. Yeah. And then I've been stuck with him since then for many years, really.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You guys have a good chemistry.
Yeah. Definitely good chemistry. Yeah.
Different styles of coaching.
Yeah. Even with Kelvin as well, he's been a really awesome partner. Like two of them. Yeah. They're a really awesome partner.
For sure.
Yeah.
Just one last question.
Sure.
Or maybe not a question. Talking about Alex Hormozi.
Yeah.
What is one advice you want to quickly shout out to the audience listening? I know we talk a lot about your goals, the macro goals. Right?
Yeah.
Any quick advice you want to just shout out to the audience listening? Anything at all?
Okay. Well, just get your ass to the gym, and then we'll figure things out together as we go along. Because you need to take the first step in order to make other steps happen. If you don't so it always starts by stepping into the gym. When you step into the gym, you're in an environment where it encourages you to make that change, that lifestyle change that would benefit you in the long run. Lifting weights, building muscle is the key to longevity, and science has backed it up until now. So that is the main advice I would like to everybody to know and to give. Yeah. And if you want, I'm there.
Yeah. Speaking of that, where can people find you?
Okay, so you can find me on Instagram. I'm very active on Instagram, Jordan Taliente. Or you can even find me through Evolve Online Coaching.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, cool. We have all the social in the description below, so people can check it out. Right. So yeah, I think we wish to talk more, but definitely want to have you back to the show in the future. To
Thank
talk
you.
More about food and everything.
Definitely.
Because, like you say, we are foodies.
Yep.
So much more question to ask, but this conversation definitely changed my perception in food a little bit. Certain things I thought I was doing right, probably there's room for improvement. Some misconception that I thought it was wrong, definitely it's not as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, so I hope the people watching can learn to, prepare your meals or eat a little bit healthier. Yeah.
Can make it fun.
Yeah, definitely that's a way to make it fun, even though if you want to get in shape.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
Cool. So again, this is the end of the episode. It's an amazing chat. So hope to have you back sometimes.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, and as usual, if you guys enjoy this episode, feel free to like and subscribe. If not, if you discover this journal, don't keep it to yourself. Share it to the world. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.